The message came on a Tuesday morning, a strange sound from deep space that made every radio telescope on Earth light up at once. Dr. Taiwan Kim was eating breakfast when his phone rang. He answered it with one hand, still holding his toast in the other. "Dr. Kim, you need to come to the lab right now," said the voice on the other end. It was his boss at the Korea Aerospace Research Institute. "What happened?" asked Taiwan. "We got a signal. Not from Earth. You need to hear this." Taiwan dropped his toast, grabbed his coat, and ran out the door. The drive to the lab took 20 minutes. It felt like 20 hours. When he arrived, the main room was full of people. Scientists stood in groups, talking fast and looking at screens. Some looked scared. Others looked excited. All of them turned to look at Taiwan when he walked in. "Play it for him," said his boss. Someone pressed a button. A sound came from the speakers. It was like nothing Taiwan had ever heard before. It had a pattern, a rhythm. It wasn't random noise. It was a message. "Where did it come from?" asked Taiwan. "A star system about 40 light-years away," said Dr. Jisoo Park, the quantum physicist who worked in the lab next to Viz. She pointed to a map on the big screen. "We've never seen any signs of life there before." "But this is definitely artificial," Taiwan said. "This is a language." "That's why we called you," his boss said. "You're our best xenolinguist. If anyone can figure out what they're saying, it's you." Taiwan nodded and got to work. He spent hours analyzing the pattern, looking for mathematical sequences, basic concepts that might be universal. Days turned into weeks. The world governments formed a special team. Taiwan was made the lead translator. Dr. Jisoo Park joined his team too. Her knowledge of quantum physics helped them understand parts of the message that seemed to describe advanced technology. After 3 months of work, Taiwan made a breakthrough. "It's an invitation," he told the United Nations Special Committee. "They want to meet us. They've sent coordinates for I think it's some kind of space gate, a way to travel there faster than light." The room erupted in excited talk. Humans were not alone in the universe, and the aliens wanted to meet them. But something bothered Taiwan. Something about the way the message was structured. That night, he stayed late in his lab, going over the signals again. Jisoo found him there at midnight, surrounded by papers covered in notes. "You should get some rest," she said. "Something isn't right," Taiwan said. He pointed to his screen. "See this part of the message? The way it's structured is odd, like they're hiding something behind the words." "What do you mean?" Jisoo asked, looking closer. "In human languages, when people lie or try to hide their true meaning, they often use certain patterns, more complex structures, vague terms. This alien message has similar patterns." Jisoo frowned. "Are you saying they're lying to us?" "I'm saying there might be more to this invitation than they're telling us." Taiwan rubbed his tired eyes. "The world is already preparing to send a delegation. Everyone is so excited about meeting aliens that no one is asking if we should be careful." "What should we do?" asked Jisoo. Taiwan looked at the message on his screen. The strange symbols that had changed human history forever. "We need to be ready," he said. "If I'm right about this, Earth could be in danger. And we might be the only ones who know." Outside the lab window, stars filled the night sky. Among them was the one that had sent the message. Watching, waiting, planning. Earth had 6 months to prepare for first contact. Taiwan hoped it would be enough time. 6 months passed quickly. The world's nations worked together to build humanity's first interstellar ship. They called it the Sejongjeong, which meant New Dawn in Korean. Captain Hyunwoo Lee stood in the main hangar, looking up at the massive ship. It shined under the bright lights. Engineers and workers moved around it like ants, making final checks. Tomorrow, they would leave Earth to meet the aliens called the Varini. Impressive, isn't it? Hyunwoo turned to see Major Do-hyun Kang walking toward him. The major was a strong man with a serious face. He had fought in many battles on Earth and was known for always speaking his mind. "It's the best we could build in 6 months," Hyunwoo said. "I just hope it's enough." Do-hyun looked around to make sure no one was listening. "About that, I've made some changes to the ship plans." Hyunwoo frowned. "What changes?" "Come with me." They walked to a quiet corner of the hangar. Do-hyun pulled out a tablet and showed Hyunwoo some blueprints. "These are weapons," Hyunwoo said, his voice low. "The UN agreement says we go in peace. No weapons. And that's what everyone will think," Do-hyun said. "But I've added some protection, hidden laser systems, a new shield technology, and something special that Dr. Park helped design." "This is against orders," Hyunwoo said, but he didn't sound angry. "Listen, Captain, I respect you, but I've fought enough battles to know when something smells wrong. Dr. Kim's warnings about the message patterns, the way the aliens are rushing us to come, we need to be ready." Hyunwoo was quiet for a moment. He looked back at the ship. 20 crew members would be on board, the best Earth had to offer. Scientists, soldiers, engineers, all of them trusting him to keep them safe. "Show me everything," he finally said. The next day, the crew gathered for their final briefing. Dr. Tae-won Kim and Dr. Jisoo Park sat near the front. They had spent months studying the alien language and technology. "Our mission is simple," Hyunwoo told them. "We will travel through the space gate the Varani have shown us. We will meet them. We will learn about them and share information about Earth. We represent all of humanity." "And if things go wrong?" asked Soo-min Choi, the communications officer. She was young but very smart, able to learn new languages faster than anyone else on the team. "We stay alert," Hyunwoo said. "We watch, we listen, we learn. The Varani say they come in peace, and we will too. But," he paused, looking at each person in the room, "we also come with purpose. Our purpose is to protect Earth, no matter what." After the meeting, Dr. Kim approached Hyunwoo. "Captain, I need to show you something," he said. In his lab, Dr. Kim played a new part of the alien message he had decoded. "They say this is just more welcome information, but the pattern is strange. See here and here." He pointed to certain symbols. "In every language I've studied, this type of structure is used to hide something." "What do you think they're hiding?" Hyunwoo asked. "I don't know yet, but I'll keep working on it during our journey." Launch day arrived. The crew boarded the Sejongjeong as millions watched around the world. The ship rose slowly from Earth, its engines glowing bright against the sky. As they reached orbit, Hyunwoo looked back at Earth through the main window. Blue, green, and white. "Home. Set course for the space gate," he ordered. The ship turned and accelerated toward the unknown, toward the Varani, toward whatever waited for them among the stars. Hyunwoo thought about the hidden weapons on board, about Dr. Kim's warnings, about the 20 souls in his care, and the billions back on Earth. "We come with purpose," he whispered to himself. The stars seemed to watch in silence as the Sejongjeong disappeared into the darkness of space. Space was vast and dark. The Sejongjeong moved through it like a small fish in a big ocean. It had been 1 month since they left Earth. In the ship's main control room, Captain Hyunwoo Lee watched the stars on the big screen. They were heading toward the space gate the Varani had told them about. 2 more months until they reached it. "Captain, can I speak with you?" Dr. Tae-won Kim walked into the room, holding a tablet. "What is it, Doctor?" Hyunwoo asked. "I've been studying more of the Varani messages. Look at this." He showed Hyunwoo his tablet. "These patterns keep showing up. In human languages, this kind of pattern is often used when hiding bad news or when trying to trick someone." Hyunwoo frowned. "You think the Varani are planning something?" "I can't be sure, but something feels wrong." The captain nodded. "Keep working on it, and keep this between us for now. I don't want to worry the crew without more proof." But the crew was already getting worried. In the science lab, Dr. Jisoo Park was running tests on the space gate information. "This doesn't make sense," she said to her assistant, Engineer Sang-hoon Baek. "According to my calculations, the gate specifications they sent us are off." "Off how?" Sang-hoon asked, looking at her computer screen. "The quantum measurements. They should be stable, but these numbers suggest the gate might change its properties during transport." "What does that mean for us?" Jisoo pushed her hair back from her face. "It means we could end up somewhere different than where they told us we'd go." In another part of the ship, Communications Officer Soo Min Choi sat with her headphones on, listening to space. Her job was to catch any signals the Varani might send. For weeks, there had been nothing new. Then she heard it. A faint signal, not meant for human ears. She adjusted her equipment and recorded it. "Major Kang," she called over the intercom. "I need you in communications right away." When Do-hyun arrived, Soo-min played him the recording. "I've been working on translating it using Dr. Kim's language database. It's incomplete, but listen to this part." A strange voice spoke through the speakers. The translation appeared on her screen. "Human resources. Harvest potential. Prepare extraction. Resources." Do-hyun's face grew dark. "They're talking about us like we're things to be used." "I can't be 100% sure of the translation," Soo-min said, "but it doesn't sound good." Do-hyun put a hand on her shoulder. "Keep this quiet. I'll talk to the captain." That night, Captain Hyun-woo called a secret meeting in his private quarters. Only his most trusted crew members were there: Dr. Kim, Dr. Park, Major Kang, Officer Choi, Engineer Baek, and Security Chief Min Ji-ryu. "We all have found reasons to be concerned," he said after they shared their discoveries. "The message patterns, the gate specifications, the intercepted signal. Something is not right with the Varani." "What do we do?" asked Min-ji. "Turn back." "We can't," Dr. Park said. "We're already too far from Earth, and if the Varani are planning something bad, running away won't stop them." "We continue forward," Hyun-woo decided, "but we prepare for trouble." Min-ji, start combat training for all crew members. Do-hyun, check all our hidden weapon systems. Ji-soo, see if you can fix the gate problem. Ta-1, keep working on those messages. Soo-min, catch every signal you can. "And me?" asked Sang-hoon. "Start thinking about how we might modify our ship systems if we need to fight, or run very fast." As they left the meeting, Dr. Kim stayed behind. "Captain, if the Varani are hostile, Earth is in danger." Hyun-woo looked out his window at the endless stars. "Then we need to make sure we stop them here, whatever it takes." The Sejongjeon continued its journey toward the space gate, carrying humans who now understood they might be heading into a trap. The space gate looked like a giant ring of silver light. The Sejongjeon approached it slowly. "Everyone, prepare for gate travel," Captain Hyun-woo said over the ship's speakers. "We don't know what this will feel like." The crew strapped into their seats. Dr. Jisoo Park watched her screens carefully. She had worked for the past month to understand the gate's unusual properties. "Captain, I made some adjustments to our shield systems," she said. "They should protect us if the gate tries to change us somehow." Hyun-woo nodded. "Take us through, pilot." The ship moved forward into the bright light. For a moment, everything seemed to stretch. Colors changed. Some crew members felt sick. Then, suddenly, they were through. A new star system appeared before them. 7 planets circled a bright blue star. The third planet glowed with city lights. "The Varani homeworld," Dr. Taewon Kim said softly. 3 sleek ships approached them. They were much more advanced than the Sejongjeon. They were shaped like arrows and seemed to move without engines. "We are receiving a message," Soo Min Choi announced. A voice spoke in almost perfect human language. "Welcome, Earth delegation. We are pleased you have arrived safely. Please follow our escort ships to the landing area." Hyun-woo looked at his crew. They all knew their plan. Act friendly. Learn everything. Trust nothing. We are happy to be here, Hanmu replied. We follow you. The Varini world was beautiful. Tall crystal towers reached into the pink sky. Flying vehicles moved between them like birds. The Sejongjeong landed on a platform in the center of the largest city. When the crew stepped outside, they saw the Varini for the first time. The aliens were tall and thin with blue-gray skin. They had 4 arms and large eyes that changed color as they spoke. They wore simple white clothes that seemed to glow. I am Overseer Tall, said the tallest Varini, stepping forward. I welcome you to our world, humans. Thank you, Hanwoo said with a bow. I am Captain Hyunwoo Lee of Earth. We come in peace and friendship. Yes, peace and friendship, the Overseer said, eyes flashing green. We have prepared a welcome ceremony. Please, follow me. As they walked through the city, Dr. Kim whispered to Dr. Park, their technology is at least 500 years ahead of ours. Major Do-hyun Kang noticed something else. No children, no elderly. They all looked the same age. The Varini took them to a large building made of what looked like glass. Inside was a grand hall with tables of strange food and drink. Please enjoy our hospitality, Overseer Tall said. Tonight we celebrate. Tomorrow we begin our cultural exchange. The humans ate and drank cautiously. They talked with the Varini, asking questions about their world. The aliens answered everything, but Dr. Kim noticed they often avoided details. While the others kept the Varini busy, Technical Officer Jun Ho-yoon slipped away. He had seen what looked like a computer terminal in a side room. He was the best hacker on Earth. If anyone could get into the Varini system, it was him. The terminal was strange, but after 20 minutes, Jun-ho found a way in. He searched through files, translating as fast as he could. Then he found something that made his blood go cold. There was a file labeled Earth Acquisition. Inside were detailed plans, maps of Earth cities, lists of resources, and worse, categories of humans labeled as harvestable assets. Jun-ho quickly copied what he could to his hidden device. Then he returned to the party, his face calm despite his racing heart. Later, when the humans were alone in their quarters, Jun-ho showed Captain Hyunwoo what he had found. They're not looking for friends, Hyunwoo said grimly. They're looking for resources, and we are those resources. What do we do now? Asked Security Chief Minji. Hyunwoo looked at his crew. We keep smiling. We keep acting friendly. And we find a way to stop them before they can reach Earth. Outside their window, the beautiful alien city sparkled in the night. Behind that beauty, a terrible truth waited, and 20 humans stood between it and their home planet. Morning came on the Varini world. The humans had not slept much. Captain Hyunwoo had them meet in small groups to avoid looking suspicious. We need more information, he told Dr. Park and Dr. Kim. The Varini offered to show you their science archives today. Learn everything you can. The 2 scientists nodded. An hour later, they followed a Varini guide named Leth through a large building filled with glowing screens. Our history of space exploration is all here, Leth said, eyes flashing proud yellow. Feel free to browse. Once Leth left them alone, they got to work. Ji-soo figured out how to use the search system, while Ta-won kept watch. Look at this, Ji-soo whispered after an hour. Star maps. Many star systems. Ta-won looked at the screen. There were 17 star systems marked with symbols. Can you translate these notes? He asked. Ji-soo worked quickly. This one says, harvested 300 cycles ago. This one says, depleted resources, population relocated. And this, her face went pale. This one says, exterminated after resistance. Ta-won felt sick. They'd done this before. Many times. Wait. Ji-soo touched the screen. This is the pattern they use. They find developing worlds. They invite them for friendly meetings. Then they take everything, resources, people, technology. We need to tell the captain. Across the city, Security Chief Min-ji and Major Do-hyun were being shown the Varani defense systems. Merely a formality, their guide said. We have known peace for 1,000 years. Min-ji noticed something strange. Why do you need so many ships if you're at peace? The guide's eyes flickered red for a moment. Protection only. Come, let us see the next area. As they walked, Min-ji fell behind as if adjusting her boot. She quickly placed a tiny scanner on a wall panel. The device, designed by Technical Officer Jun-ho, would copy any data it could find. Later, in their quarters, Min-ji checked what the scanner had found. Captain, you need to see this, she said, showing Hyun-woo her tablet. On the screen was a detailed plan. A date, just 5 days away. A diagram of a large machine. And the words, Earth Field Deployment. What is this field? Hyun-woo asked. Engineer Sang-hoon looked at the technical details. If I understand correctly, it's a quantum pulse that can disable all technology on a planet. Our computers, weapons, power plants, everything would stop working. That's how they do it, Do-hyun said. They make a planet helpless, then take what they want. That evening, the humans attended another Varani celebration. They smiled. They praised the alien culture. They pretended they knew nothing. After the party, Captain Hyun-woo called all his crew together in their ship. They had checked it for listening devices and found 3, which they left active in empty rooms. What we've learned today confirms our worst fears, Hyun-woo said. The Varani have destroyed 17 other civilizations. Earth is next. Can we warn home? Asked Sumin. No, said Jun-ho. They monitor all communications. Any warning we send would be caught. We have 5 days before they deploy their weapon, Min-ji said. After that, Earth will be defenseless. Dr. Park spoke up. I found something interesting in their archives. The Varani share a single consciousness network. It's how they work together so perfectly. It has a central hub. Major Do-hyun's eyes lit up. The weapon system we brought. The quantum resonance device. It was designed to disrupt enemy communications. Could it affect this hub? Maybe, Ji-soo said. But we would need to get very close to the hub. Captain Hyun-woo looked at each member of his crew. I won't lie to you. Any action we take might mean we never see Earth again. But if we do nothing, Earth falls. We knew the risks when we came, said Taiwan. Hyun-woo nodded. Then let's make a plan. The Varani think we're simple, peaceful humans. His eyes hardened. Let's show them how wrong they are. The humans gathered in the engine room of their ship. It was the noisiest place, which helped hide their conversation from any listening devices they might have missed. We have 4 days left, Captain Hyun-woo said. We need a plan that works. Major Do-hyun placed a small device on the table. It was black and about the size of a book. This is the quantum resonance weapon, he said. It was meant to be a shield, but Dr. Park and Engineer Sang-hoon think they can change it. Ji-soo nodded. The Varani consciousness hub works using quantum entanglement. Their minds are all connected. If we can disrupt that connection, they would be confused, maybe unable to work together. Sang-hoon finished. But we need to get this device very close to their hub. Ji-soo added, within 100 meters. Where is this hub? Hyun-woo asked. Technical Officer Jun-ho showed them a map on his tablet. According to the files I found, it's in the center of the government building. The most guarded place on the planet. The room went quiet. It seemed impossible. Wait, said Sumin. The welcome ceremony. Overseer Tall mentioned a special joining ceremony in 2 days. He invited all of us to attend. It's in that same building. Dr. Kim's eyes widened. I think I know what this ceremony really is. It's when they activate the field against Earth. They want us to watch as they start their attack. Then that's our chance, said Hyun-woo. We go to the ceremony. We bring the device, hidden. They'll scan us for weapons, Minji pointed out. Sang-hoon smiled slightly. Not if the weapon doesn't look like a weapon. I can rebuild it inside gifts for the Vareni. Their scanners won't recognize the parts. What happens after we use it? Asked Ta-1. Even if we disrupt their network, there are millions of them, and only 20 of us. I've been studying their ship systems, said Do-hyun. If we can take control of one of their command ships, we might be able to send a warning to Earth, maybe even find a way to block their attack. Captain Hyunwoo looked at each person. I won't pretend this will be easy. Some of us, maybe all of us, might not survive. But Earth is counting on us, even if they don't know it. How do we decide who goes where? Minji asked. We can't all go to the ceremony. We split into teams, Hyunwoo decided. Team 1 goes to the ceremony with the device. Team 2 prepares to take a Vareni ship when the confusion starts. They spent the next hours making plans. Sang-hoon and Ji-soo worked on the weapon, hiding parts of it in beautiful Earth gifts they would present to the Vareni. Will this really work? Sang-hoon asked quietly while they worked. The science is sound, Ji-soo said, but we've never tested it on a system like theirs. It could disable their network for minutes or hours. We just don't know. Minutes might be all we need. Outside their ship, the Vareni continued to treat them like honored guests. The humans attended tours and meals. They asked friendly questions and shared stories about Earth. No one watching would guess that these smiling humans were planning to attack. On the night before the ceremony, Captain Hyunwoo couldn't sleep. He stood by the window, looking at the alien city. It was beautiful, but now he saw it differently. Each glowing tower had been built with resources stolen from other worlds. Each Vareni living there had helped destroy entire civilizations. Captain, Dr. Kim joined him at the window. 17 worlds. Hyunwoo said softly. We can't let Earth be the 18th. We won't, Ta-1 promised. Humans are different. We look peaceful, but there's something the Vareni don't understand about us. What's that? We didn't come in peace, Ta-1 said. We came with purpose. Hyunwoo nodded. Tomorrow, the Vareni would learn just how dangerous humans could be when protecting their home. The day of the ceremony arrived. The humans woke early and prepared carefully. Remember your roles, Captain Hyunwoo told his crew. Team 1 comes with me to the ceremony. Team 2, led by Major Do-hyun, prepares to move on the ship dock. Sang-hoon handed small objects to the Team 1 members. They looked like beautiful gifts, small crystal sculptures of Earth animals. Inside each was a part of the modified weapon. Once we're inside, we need to put these together, he explained. I'll need 3 minutes. Dr. Ji-soo Park had dark circles under her eyes. She had worked all night to finish the programming. The device will cause a wave that disrupts their quantum network, she said. It should make them unable to think together, but we need to be close to the hub. A soft knock came at their door. A Vareni voice called, Humans, your escort is here. Team 1, Captain Hyunwoo, Dr. Kim, Dr. Park, Sang-hoon, and Junho, left with the Vareni guides. Each carried their special gifts. As they walked through the city, Hyunwoo noticed more Vareni ships in the sky. They were gathering for the attack on Earth. Meanwhile, Team 2 watched from the ship windows. When Team 1 was gone, they moved quickly. Communications check, Major Do-hyun said into his small radio. Clear. Captain Hyunwoo's voice came back. Very quiet. Security Chief Minji dressed in the service uniform they had made, copying what they'd seen Vareni workers wear. Communications officer Soo-min joined her. They left the ship and walked toward the dock where the command ships waited. Look busy and avoid eye contact, Minji whispered. At the government building, Team 1 was led into a grand hall. Hundreds of Vareni stood in circles around a glowing blue pillar in the center. The consciousness hub, Dr. Park whispered to Captain Hyunwoo. It's right there in the open. Overseer Tall approached them, his eyes glowing bright green. Welcome, humans. Today is special. You will witness our joining ceremony. After, we have much to discuss about Earth. We are honored, Hyunwoo said with a smile. We have brought small gifts from our world. How thoughtful, the overseer said. Please place them on the offering table. You may collect them after the ceremony. This was not in their plan. Sang-hoon looked at Hyunwoo with worry. Actually, Hyunwoo said quickly, on Earth, it is custom to present gifts personally during important events. We would be honored to give them to you and your leaders directly. The overseer paused, then his eyes turned yellow. Very well. After the ceremony begins. When does it start? Asked Dr. Kim. Very soon. Please, take your places there. He pointed to a spot near the wall, far from the hub. As they walked, Jun-ho whispered, too far. The device won't work from there. Captain Hyunwoo touched his radio once, sending a silent signal to Team 2. They might need to change plans. At the ship dock, Min-ji and Soo-min moved between the Varini, acting like workers. They reached the command ship and found an entrance panel. Can you open it? Min-ji asked. Soo-min connected a small device Jun-ho had made, working on it. In the ceremony hall, the lights dimmed. The Varini began to hum, a strange sound that made the human skin tingle. Overseer Tall stood by the hub, arms raised. Today we join in purpose. Today we extend our reach to a new world. The hub glowed brighter. Images appeared above it. Pictures of Earth cities, oceans, mountains. We must get closer, Hyunwoo whispered to his team. Dr. Kim stepped forward suddenly. Overseer, before you begin, I wish to say something in your language to honor this moment. The overseer looked surprised but pleased. Please, speak. Taiwan walked to the center of the room. He began to speak in the Varini language, making dramatic gestures. The words he spoke actually meant nothing. But they gave Sang-hoon and Ji-soo the chance to move closer to the hub, carrying the hidden weapon parts. The deception had begun. Now they just needed time to put their plan into action. Dr. Kim continued speaking in the Varini language, moving his hands wildly. The aliens watched him with interest. Some had eyes turning blue with confusion. Behind him, Sang-hoon and Ji-soo moved closer to the hub. They passed their crystal gifts between them, quickly assembling the hidden parts inside. Almost ready, Sang-hoon whispered. At the ship dock, Min-ji and Soo-min had opened the door to a command ship. They slipped inside, finding it empty. All Varini must be at the ceremony, Min-ji said. Soo-min went to the control panel. I can't read any of this. We stick to the plan. We wait for the signal from the captain. In the ceremony hall, Dr. Kim finished his speech. The overseer's eyes flashed several colors. Interesting words, human, Tall said. But your accent is strange. Captain Hyunwoo stepped forward. Thank you for allowing us to share in your ceremony. May I ask what happens next? The overseer gestured to the images of Earth floating above the hub. Next, we prepare your world for joining. Joining what, exactly? Hyunwoo asked, moving closer to the hub. Now all of Team 1 was within 10 meters of it. The overseer looked at him. His eyes turned a deep, cold blue. I believe you already know, Captain. A heavy silence filled the room. The other Varini stopped humming. You know, Tall continued, your people have been asking many questions, accessing our systems. Your ship has hidden weapons. Hyunwoo's heart raced, but he kept his face calm. If you know all that, then you know why we're concerned. Concern is unnecessary, Tall said. Your species will serve a greater purpose as part of our expansion. And what happened to the 17 other worlds you joined? Hyunwoo asked. The overseer didn't seem surprised they knew this. They contribute to our greatness, as Earth will. As your slaves, Hyunwoo said. As your resources to use up and throw away. That is your limited human view. Tall's eyes glowed bright red now. You have no choice in this matter. In 1 hour, our field will deploy on Earth. all technology will stop. Then our ships will arrive. And if we resist? Hyunwoo asked. The overseer looked at him coldly. Others have tried. They are no more. Your species will become simply another footnote in our expansion. Hyunwoo looked around the room at the hundreds of Varini watching them. Then he looked at his team. They nodded slightly. The weapon was ready. There's something you should know about humans, Hyunwoo said, stepping closer to the overseer. Something you didn't learn from your studies of Earth. And what is that? Tall asked. Hyunwoo looked directly into the alien's eyes. We didn't come in peace. We came with purpose. He pressed his hand to his ear, activating his radio. Now, Sang-hoon pressed a hidden button on his crystal gift. The other pieces in the team's hands glowed bright blue. The parts linked together through the air, forming a pulsing energy field. Dr. Park activated her control pad. Quantum disruption in 3, 2, 1. A wave of energy shot from the device directly into the hub. The blue pillar flickered and turned dark. All around the room, Varini screamed and grabbed their heads. Their eyes flashed wild colors. Some fell to the ground. What have you done? Tall cried, his voice suddenly sounding weaker, more alone. Cut your connection, Jisoo said. You're not one mind anymore. You're individuals. At the ship dock, Min-ji and Soo-min felt the wave pass through them. The ship's controls suddenly lit up. That's our signal, Min-ji said. The hub is down. In the ceremony hall, Varini were running in confusion. Some fought each other. Others simply stood frozen, as if they didn't know what to do without the shared mind telling them. Captain Hyunwoo pulled out a hidden weapon. Team 1, move to the control center. We need to stop that field deployment to Earth. Overseer Tall tried to block their way, but without the support of the hive mind, he was just one alien against 5 determined humans. You cannot stop us, he said, but his voice trembled. Watch us, Hyunwoo replied, pushing past him. The humans ran deeper into the building, ready to face whatever came next. Earth's future depended on what they did in the next hour. Fighting filled the halls of the government building. Some Varini tried to stop the humans. Others fought each other, confused without their shared mind. Captain Hyunwoo led Team 1 toward the control center. Along the way, they found more Varini technology they could use. This way, Jun-ho called, reading a map he had downloaded. The main controls should be through here. They burst into a large room filled with glowing screens. A few Varini technicians looked up in surprise. Step away from the controls, Hyunwoo ordered, pointing his weapon. The Varini moved back, their eyes flashing with fear, an emotion they had never shown before. Dr. Park and Jun-ho rushed to the main console. We need to find the Earth attack controls, Jisoo said. Here, Jun-ho pointed to a screen showing Earth and a countdown. 30 minutes until the field deploys. Jisoo worked quickly, trying to understand the alien system. I think I can stop it, but I need time. We'll give you time, Hyunwoo said. He, Dr. Kim, and Sang-hoon stood guard at the door. At the ship dock, Team 2 had bigger problems. Min-ji and Soo-min had gotten inside the command ship, but other Varini were trying to board it. Major, we need backup, Min-ji called into her radio. On our way, Do-hyun answered. He and the rest of Team 2 fought their way to the dock. Back in the control room, Dr. Park shouted in triumph. I stopped the countdown. The field won't deploy. Can you do more? Hyunwoo asked. Can you access their network? Send a message to Earth? Jisoo nodded. I think so. And something else too. Look at this. She pointed to a screen showing thousands of glowing pods. Inside each pod was a figure that looked like a sleeping alien, but not Varini. The other species they captured, Dr. Kim said softly. They're still alive, in some kind of stasis. Can we free them? Hyunwoo asked. Yes, Jisoo said. The system is simple now that the hive mind is down. Each pod can be opened with a command. Do it, Hyunwoo ordered. Jisoo pressed the controls. On the screen, the pods began to open one by one. Junho worked at another console. I've connected to Earth's satellite network. We can send a message. Tell them everything, Hyunwoo said, and send them all the Vareni technology data. Everything we can download. Suddenly, their radios crackled. Captain, we got the ship. Do Hyun's voice came through. But we won't be able to hold it for long. Start the launch sequence, Hyunwoo ordered. We'll meet you there. As Team 1 prepared to leave the control center, Overseer Tall appeared in the doorway, holding a strange weapon. You have ruined everything, he said, his voice shaking with anger. Thousands of years of expansion, stopped by primitives. Not primitives, Hyunwoo said. Just people who value freedom more than you can understand. The Overseer raised his weapon, but before he could fire, a blast hit him from behind. He fell forward, revealing another alien standing there. But this wasn't a Vareni. It was taller, with green skin and 4 eyes. You freed us, the alien said in a rough voice. All over the city, the sleep pods are opening. We will help you. With their new allies, the humans fought their way back to the ship dock. All around them, freed aliens were fighting back against their former captors. On the command ship, the full human crew reunited. They launched into space, along with several other ships piloted by the freed aliens. The data is transmitting to Earth, Junho reported. They'll have all the Vareni technology. Medical science, space travel, energy systems, everything. And the warning about any remaining Vareni ships, Dr. Kim added. Captain Hyunwoo looked at his crew. They were tired and some were injured, but all were alive. What now, Captain? Do-hyun asked. Hyunwoo looked at the screens showing the Vareni homeworld. More ships were leaving, carrying freed aliens returning to their homes. Now we make sure this never happens again, he said. We set up a protection force here. We help these freed species, and we make sure Earth is ready if any Vareni try to rebuild. As their ship moved away from the planet, Dr. Kim stood beside the captain. Humanity's first steps into the galaxy, he said, not as victims, but as liberators. Hyunwoo nodded, because we didn't come in peace. We came with purpose, his crew finished together. The ship accelerated toward the stars, carrying heroes back to a world that would never be the same again.